Hi everyone, if you are finding this content helpful and want to dive deeper into the course, make sure to check out the entire course available on Udemy. By purchasing the course, you will get access to the course content, downloadable resources, and exclusive material to help you master developing this app using Flutter and Firebase. The link is in the description below.
Now let's create registration logics for Uber Eats driver. For registration, we will be moving ahead with Firebase database. So what is this package basically? So the driver registration, we are looking forward to use Firebase real-time data. So for that, at first we want to add this package onto our project. So we are on Firebase, we are on Uber Eats driver. We'll open up terminal and here we will add flutter pub add Firebase storage, not storage, database. And it will add this package. Next thing which we are looking forward is we will go to constants and here we have to initialize the reference. So here is our database reference. We have to add this line of code. Now we will go to controller services and here we have to import the Firebase database package here. Let's give some time here. So here we'll go with a new folder and naming it profile services. Now let's import the package here and we have imported. So inside of profile services folder, we will add a new file naming it profile services dot. Let's create a class profile services. And here first thing which we want to go ahead with is registration of the driver. So we'll create static register driver. And here we will accept two parameters and it's going to be driver model, driver data, and another is going to be build context. And here we will go with real-time database ref dot child. It's going to be driver slash, and then we will go with auth dot current user dot user ID. We have to add a null check here dot set, and here we will go with driver data dot to map. And after adding the data, we want to go with some toast message. So we'll go with then, and here we will pop up the toast message. So first we'll go with toast service dot toast message, and here the message is going to be registered successful, and the toast status is going to be success. And here we will add a comma and at last a semicolon. And after this toast message, we want to go with navigator.push, push and remove until, and it's going to be page transition. Here the child is going to be sign in logic screen. We will add a const here, and the type is going to be right to left. So we'll go with page transition right to left. And at last we will add a semicolon. And after we have done that, now what if we encountered an error. So on error, we want to make sure, like, if any error pops up, we go with some logics. We will simply go with toast service dot send scaffold alert, and it's going to be oops error getting registered. And the toast status is going to be error. And here we'll add a comma and at last a semicolon. And at last here we want to add a semicolon. And if we have encountered an error, then also we want to navigate the user to sign-in logic string. So we will cut this one. And after all of the things, like after registration is done, and yeah, after registration is done, we want to navigate to sign-in screen. And if we have encountered an error, then also we want to send the user to sign-in logic screen. We have this register driver function ready. Now it's time that we go with some other functions. Now let's implement the next function, and it's going to be check for registration. So we'll go with static future, and the future type is going to be bool. And here we'll name the function as check for registration. We will not accept any parameters here. We will go with try catch. And here we'll go with a log message. And it's going to be e.toString. We want to print out what's the error. And we want to throw an exception. So here we'll go with throw exception. And it's going to be e. And now let's fill up codes inside try. So we'll go with final snapshot equals to await. We have to make this function asynchronous. We'll go with await real-time database ref, and from here we will copy the child. Let's minimize this function. Dot paste here, and we have to remove one dot from here, and here we'll go with get. So we will fetch the data for one time, and now we will check if data is available or not. If snapshot dot exists, then do something, else do something. So here we will go with return true, and here we will go with return false. And our check for registration function is done. We will head over to auth services, and here we will uncomment this one and remove this navigation code. Let's remove this. We will simply remove this bool, and let's remove this return true also. We will scroll down, and here we will uncomment this function. Let's uncomment this function. And we will basically remove all of this code beside this navigation.push. So let's remove this code, remove this bool. We will remove this too also, and we are good. Now inside of this, we will go with bool, copy this, paste here, equals await. Let's have a look. Profile services. It's going to be profile services dot check for registration. So if it's true, we will be navigated to our home screen, else we will be navigated to registration screen. So it's going to be driver registration screen. Let's save this one, head over to main.dart, and we have this sign-in logic screen. So let's restart the app and have a look. So here we are back to our registration screen because we haven't registered yet. So let's fill up the data. We will go with the profile pic. Here we will name the character, or you can say name the driver, and we will fill up these details. Here we have filled the data. Now it's time that we write some code inside register button. So we will head over to view, driver registration screen, scroll down, and here we do have the elevated button. So first we will go with driver model. Driver data equals driver model. So let's go to driver model. From here we will copy all of them, come back and paste here. Let's remove these parameters, remove this one also, and from here we will remove this colons, semicolons, and instead we will go with colon and add a comma. So before going with profile pic URL, we want to upload the profile pic. So here we'll go with image services. We will go with context.read, and here we have to import provider. Okay, provider is already there. We will go with profile services dot. Okay, we don't want profile services, we want to go with profile provider. Profile provider dot upload image and get URL. And here we will go with await. We have to make this function asynchronous. So first it will upload the image to Firestore database, and then it will update the profile pic URL, this parameter. So the name is going to be name controller dot text dot trim. Profile pic URL, it's going to be context dot read. Here we'll go with profile provider dot profile image URL. Let's ignore this, and mobile number is going to be auth dot, we have to import the auth, that is the constant file, auth dot controller, auth dot current user dot phone number. We have to add a null check here, driver ID, and it's going to be auth dot current user dot UID. We have to add a null check here. Vehicle registration number, it's going to be vehicle registration number controller dot text dot trim. Then comes up driving license number, it's going to be driving license number dot text dot trim. Registration date time, it's going to be date time dot now. Here we do have active delivery request ID, driver status, and cloud messaging token. So for now, these three parameters will not be there, and we are good. We have the driver data. Now it's time that we register the user. So we'll go with profile services dot register driver. Here this function is asynchronous, so after registering it sends us to sign in logic screen, and we are good here. So let's roll back, save our entire changes, and let's trigger this register button. So we will save here, and let's trigger this register. So we have successfully registered onto the database.
Hi everyone, if you are finding this content helpful and want to dive deeper into the course, make sure to check out the entire course available on Udemy. By purchasing the course, you will get access to the course content, downloadable resources, and exclusive material to help you master developing this app using Flutter and Firebase. The link is in the description below.